Hey, welcome back everyone. We are back in business with One Piece, episode 730 and 731 today. This is probably the longest I've gone without watching some One Piece in a minute because I've been sick and not, been able to catch my videos and having to wait. It's been a while since I've watched One Piece. For anyone who doesn't know, One Piece was kind of the show that my girlfriend and I watched a lot together. So we were on a fat pace, man. I mean, we probably started back in, I don't know, maybe like fall time last year or something. And obviously have gone up into the 700s. So we've had a pretty good pace, but since doing reactions, obviously have had to slow that down. I usually record the reaction and then I'll rewatch the episodes with my girlfriend after that. But we're only watching probably 4 to 6 episodes a week at the most, since I do need to edit and do the reviews and all that good stuff. So I've been missing the One Piece, and I need to know what the fuck happens with Doflamingo. So good to be back. Still not 100% from the vid, but definitely getting there. I feel even better since yesterday when I recorded the Mob Psycho video. So we are out here and we are grinding. Let's go ahead and recap points from last time. Last time we gave MVP to Gyatz or Cats, just for backing Luffy and supporting him when all the other civilians, were running in and out for themselves. Love that moment. Best moment we gave to the frame with Doflamingo on the wall, like in the huge crater after Luffy hit him, and the citizens seeing him and yelling out, and the epic music that was playing. That score was really, really good. Love that moment. And then we gave the funniest moment to Luffy when he was bouncing around with the citizens and they're all asking him questions about him, and one of them asked if he could stop bouncing. He's like, no. He just keeps bouncing, bounces away. Really good. If you guys want to see more in-depth, rationale to why we chose those points, or about the episode in general, go ahead and check out the last episode, or stay to the end of this video to see the review section of this video. We go a lot more in depth. It's where I get my thoughts and feelings and a little bit of analysis about the episode out, and we can have more discussion on it. If y'all are new or you aren't subscribed and you guys want to follow on for more, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. But either way, I appreciate y'all being here to watch some anime with y'all. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reaction. Mansherry! I need to see like a before and after of the town, right when Luffy and them arrived versus at the end, or phases of it. I mean, this whole place has changed so much. Yeah, bro, DRESSROSA'S been going through it. Man, it's been a battlefield, bro. Oh man, dude, that gives me anxiety. Claustrophobic. I mean, you'll probably get slashed either way, but dude, they look so cool with the purple on them. The Kuma shirt, bro. Yeah, I mean the giant like shattered all of his bones, bro. Yeah, he gave every fucking bone to the cause, man. Is Mansherry about to heal them? I like the music, it's relaxing. Oh man. Dude, every time he uses Armament Haki on his swords, I'm gonna get hype. It's so cool. I love the purple of it. Oh man, dude. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Yeah. Oh shit, they can use it too? Damn, bro. Now does it feel special? Dude, why haven't these guys been fighting as much? They're beasts too. I love how the guy's paintbrush is his sword too. So ridiculous. There's no way they can move this factory. Are they trying to stop the birdcage from going in? No one's thought about trying to stop the birdcage. These fucking lackeys. This guy thinks he's Batman or some shit. Baria. This looks like they're all healed up. His head's still bent though.
安心はしないでください。これはマンシェリー姫の選んだドレスローザの延命措置。どういうことだ、小人。おい、男どもは待ってれんな。体力のある奴らは俺たちについてこいやい。俺に。
Oh my gosh, bro. Sheesh. Such a dark tone with Don Flamingo here.
出てこねえやつは出てこさせるまでだ。麦わら。
Yeah, he's pissed now. I wonder the last time, well, when the last time Don Flamingo's challenged like this, man. Yeah, he's speeding it up. I love how much they like shout out to Riku. Like they almost treat him like God, kind of, you know, kind of as a source of comfort. Like, please help us. It's interesting. Obviously, Riku is not a godlike figure. He's very broken, but really enjoy how much the citizens rely on him like a true king. Oh, here we go. I wonder how strong Barges is supposed to be. I mean, if he can keep up with Sabo, then he must be really strong, but... Does Barges even have a devil fruit? I guess we haven't really like seen much of it. Man, I can't wait to get more backstory on how Sabo survived and what he's been up to all these years with the Revolutionary Army. Oh, I like the colors there, that's cool. Ring. Shambles. Frankie just cheering them on now. I'm guessing all this is just to kind of slow it down. Like, they're not going to stop it. They have to defeat the flamingo still, but... Oh, so falling like everywhere? Oh my god, only 3 minutes? Oh shit. Yeah, so they're definitely gonna have to slow it down. They're gonna get absolutely yeeted. Rooster Coon. Oh damn, you got the giant behind it too, man. Yeah, this should help. Les fleurs! Cane punch! Because Mansherry's doping them up. Fluffs.
チルポポの実です。チルポポ？これはマンシェリー姫の涙の成分によって実るタンポポ。
I like that.
急げ、切られちまうぞ。
もっと早く走って。
無理だ、チキシャウ。こんな時に足をくじいちまった。
That'd be me for sure. I twist my ankle all the fucking time, dude. It comes with a little, little motivation too.
どういうことだ。
チルポポの綿毛は広範囲の人々に奇跡的な超回復をもたらす。
Dude, that's so strong, man. No wonder they captured her.
マンシェリー姫は今傷ついたドレスローザを憂い涙を流し続けているから。それで動けないはずの戦士たちが。けれどこの能力の欠点は
Always limitation.
たった数分間の超回復という。
Oh.
申し訳ないですけど。
And that's gonna feel like some shit.
これは今を生き延びるための延命措置なのです。
急に痛みがなく。
Riding with the fucking cast on.
奇跡ですよ、先生。この国の窮地に神様が降りてきた。頑
張ってドレスローザ。
まだだ。まだ希望の明かりはある。ドレスローザは滅びない。
カブさん。
はい、マンシェリー姫。
これが私の戦いです。
It's a really strong ability.
武器は使えませんけど、悪い人はやっつけられませんけど、涙は止めどなく溢れてくるのです。
Everyone has their own way. I like that.
ヤツさん、
Cats!
の回復にはまだ。きっとそれまでに大量の死者が。
分かってる。だが戦えねえ選手をリングに送り込め。
No way. Okay, Law. Still going, man. Everyone's got some fight in them still.
トラファルガーロ
お前ら遠くへ逃げすぎじゃねえか。そいつの覇気は戻るのか。
それが10分必要と言われ、今はあと3分。
Man, he's got it in his head.
あとは俺が預かる。
はい。
So is Law going to be able to help him speed up the recovery maybe a bit?
タゴが完全に閉じるまですでに3分を切った。
Dude, I really like that episode. I don't know why. It wasn't like anything huge happened, but there was just so much going on, so many different characters. Look at that. I love seeing the high level overview of how much is shrunk and the city's destroyed around it. It's crazy.
逃げるぞ。あい、ちょっと待て。俺の声を聞け。どうしたんだ。百段ハック。あ、違う。その後ろ。
ガルーサー。
五つ星ゴッドウソップ。一体どんな戦果か。うるさい。時間がねえんだ。俺の仲間たちがそこで鳥かごを押してる。手伝ってやってくれ。あんなの止められるはずがねえ。
I mean, bro, what other choice do you have? You kind of have to.
俺の仲間を信じろ。
The god is angry. There you go, Usopp.
ルフィが復活するまでなんとか持ちこたえるんだ。
ウィアラお前の盾どもは全滅したぞ。とっとと姿を現せ。残念、盾はまだ生きてるぜ。汚ねえ手で触るんじゃねえよ。
Oh.
まだルシー復活までは俺たちが食い止める。
They are doing a good job.
このままぶちだぞ。懲りねえゴミどもが二度しねえ。
皆さん、ここにとどまらず、あの王宮のある大地へ向かって進んでください。
なんとレベッカ、あそこに逃げる。本当に安全なのか。
はい、鳥かごの中心は
Yeah.
あっちへ移っています。急いでください。ここは危険です。
よし、俺はその言葉を信じ。
Look at them trusting her now. From the most hated character to beloved.
みんな、どうか希望を捨てないで。まだ諦めていない人たちがいます。必死に
She's playing that VV role.
いる人たちがいます。
お前は国民たちを。
No, though, Rebecca's a much better character than Vivi. Hot take.
みんな鳥かごを止めようと必死に。だけど、もしこの鳥かごが絶対止まらないものだとしたら、全て無駄になってしまう。
It's just her Excalibur. God. Her boobs are so big. fucking post time skip boobs are ridiculous in One Piece, man.
けどみんな必死に戦ってる。私だって何か。お父様、私いざとなればドフラミンゴを。
You're gonna kill the... Oh my god. Oh shit. The sisters.
ビオラさん、私
バカなこと考えちゃダメよ。あなたを死なせたらヒロス兄様にも亡くなったお姉様にも合わせる顔がない。
じゃあお前は何をしに来た、ビオラ。
ドン・キホーテファミリーが崩壊するというのに、幹部だった私が何のけじめもつけないなんて虫が良すぎるでしょ。
そんな。
She's back in her fit, man. Sanji be losing his mind right now.
私が死ぬか、あなたが死ぬかよ。ドフィー。
Dolphy. She's pretty good with that dagger, bro. Yeah. Bro, the thing's getting fucking yeeted now. Shit.
必ず鳥かごは止まる。押し続ける。
Come on, Tontatas.
どうでござる。収縮は遅くなってるはずだ。
Yeah, probably because you guys aren't the only ones now. Bro, is the Admiral gonna help? About time he does fucking something, bro.
どこのどなたか足には見えやせんが。やつ、こんな時に最。
Nah, I mean he's got to do something too after all. There you go.
バカな人たちってな、ほっとけねえもんですね。微力でござんすが。
His ability is limited? How? Is he maybe just talking about his devil fruit, how he can't come in from the outside? The Navy. Wait, what? Bro, even they can fucking use it? Why are they all so strong now? I don't know, I kind of liked how like Zoro is the only one we've seen to use it. I don't know. But I guess there's probably some skill level, you know, to how you apply it. Just because you can apply it doesn't mean it's as strong as someone else's. I have the greatest muscular strength. Yeah. A lot of good writing about trying to stay optimistic and encourage each other, even during these pretty pessimistic and sad times. Their backs literally against the wall. Most people would definitely be freaking out, losing their shit in this situation. It's crazy how hard the birdcage is. It's harder than all the hockey even. Ooh, there you go. Now it's definitely stopped. I wonder if Doflamingo's gonna notice. Oh, it's like stopped. So quiet, so quiet. I would die for Frankie, dude. I'll follow him to the ends of the earth. Yeah, how long did it actually stop for? Like 10 seconds? Oh, I forgot she has like other abilities with it. It's been so long, man. Damn, bro. Okay, that's a little good move, y'all. Uh-oh. Is she gonna have her go fight against Rebecca now? You can't die. You gotta be Sanji's babe. Damn, a decade, dude. She was undercover for? That's crazy.
俺は仲間の失敗は咎めない。だが裏切りは許さない。
Yeah, I mean, who does? No one likes betrayal, bro. God, man. His power is perfect for a villain, man.
次は
Yeah, he's gonna bring her at Rebecca.
見てみろよ、バイオレット。
Or is he gonna control Rebecca to kill her?
日暮さん
Oh, man.
勝手にいや
He definitely has the best villain laugh out of all of them. Except for Moria. Bosk, 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 bosk.
こっちに来い。
やめなさい。レベッカは巻き込まないで。
私何するのいやだよ
Damn, dude. Once again, savagery, man.
嫌だよビオラさん
かつての王の大地が切れ始めたぞ。
くそ、一度は止まったってのに、これ以上縮んだらどんどん。
Yeah, it's only a matter of time till they don't have enough room. That's
ルー
guts.
シー復活まであとどれくらいだ。
鳥かご減速するも閉じ切るまでのリミット
Hey, Luffy's gonna have to finish in one blow.
60
60
秒
seconds, man.
そして
They gotta stop it one more time.
と60秒
Bruh. I want Doflamingo dead. I want him dead. Fuck this guy. All right, y'all, let's get into the review of 730 and 731 for One Piece. Definitely a lot going on in this episode. We see so many different characters in this episode. I'd say, you know, in general, the plot line doesn't really move forward very far. But even so, it's still a fun episode because we got to kind of touch in where every single character in the arc is at, basically, which kind of, you know, once again shows the scale of this arc and how all the characters have still been continued to be used. I think that's one of the more impressive things to me about Dressrosa is how many new characters there have been and old characters that have come back into play and that have been used really, really well. I'd imagine that'd be a very challenging thing as a writer to write in so many characters into an arc like this. I mean, it's a very long arc, but I just think that it's really impressive the way that Oda introduced so many new characters, brought back old ones like Bellamy, for example, and integrated them with a bunch of new characters and our current characters that we keep up with in such a great way. I mean, to this point, all the characters are still really being utilized quite well. And it's cool, once again, seeing the scale of Dressrosa. I know I've mentioned that in a few reviews, but Dressrosa's scale is super impressive to me. More impressive than the scale of Water 7 or Marineford, any of that, right? Like, those were always really cool, like the scale of it, but this time it's felt right, I guess, in a sense. Like, it's felt natural. It's built up with so many characters to this huge climax of an arc, or climax of this arc with the birdcage shrinking in. Yeah, but these episodes definitely had more of a theme of, you know, all the characters continuing to try to do their best to survive, right? I think this one shows King Riku's words from a few episodes ago when he gave a speech about trying to just keep trying until, you know, for the next 10 minutes before this conflict will be decided, right? Like, don't give up yet, keep doing what you're doing. And you see that in this episode, that all the multiple parties are believing in that and still trying really hard. You know, we see the citizens attempt to help to stop the cage. We see the Navy stop, and of course we see our main cast attempt to stop the cage. I think, you know, King Riku's words kind of helped inspire a lot of these people, right, in the past few episodes. But really, probably the biggest thing that's helped continue to push them forward outside of Riku's words is Mansherry's tears, right? I think the episode's called Mansherry's Tears of Miracles. And basically, it's an ability where she creates dandelion little puffs from her magical tears themselves, and then it can spread across in a large area. Honestly, the ability kind of reminds me of Ivan's a little bit, the steroid energy booster, I think it was called, or something like that, where it's like it temporarily increases your energy and give you some recovery, right? But it's temporary. And that's the same thing from Mansherry here. There always has to be some cap to the ability, or else it'd be too overpowered. But I like the introduction of this ability. I think it makes a lot of sense for trying to push this new conflict, or not new conflict, but this kind of side conflict of the cage encroaching, and it being kind of like a time game here, right? What's gonna happen first? Is the cage gonna encroach all the way and kill everyone? Or is Luffy gonna come back from his recovery and be able to defeat Don Flamingo before the cage encroaches? So these 2 episodes with Mansherry supporting them with her ability and helping people recover so that they can try to slow down the cage, and they do actually stop it for a temporary amount of time. And we see at first in the first episode that they're a minute behind, really. The cage is gonna shrink in 3 and Luffy is going to recover in 4 minutes. But by the end of 7:31, they're even because they've stopped the cage, right? I really liked Mansherry's, kind of like talking about Dressrosa as a whole. Don't give up Dressrosa. And Dressrosa really is all these parties together now. It's not even just the citizens of Dressrosa or the king or the royal family. It's Luffy, it's Law, it's Robin, it's all of them. It's even the Navy. Even the Navy helps in this scenario. I mean, I think it makes sense their lives are at risk too, right? But it's kind of shown as like turning a blind eye to your enemies or like your enemies to support them in their survival, right? But this whole this time against the clock, a little scenario here, it definitely raises the stakes a bit more. Once again, the stakes continue to rise in Dressrosa. But yeah, right now at the end of this episode, the times are even, right? 3 minutes for the cage to close down, 3 minutes for Luffy to survive. And what I'm theorizing right now is Law's come back into the picture, right? I'm guessing that Law might use his Op fruit power in some way to help Luffy recover even more quickly, because I don't know at this point if they're gonna be able to stop the cage again. If they can stop the cage again, that's awesome. That definitely could be what happens, or it could be both. But Law coming back into the picture, I think there's gonna be a reason for it. He's taking Luffy back over at this point. I'd imagine that he's gonna come into play here a bit more. One thing I didn't love in this episode, I mean, it's not that I didn't love it, it's more so like, I guess a little disappointed, was when everyone starts using the armament hockey on their swords, including the Navy officers. First it was like Kinemon and the other samurai who can use it, which I can kind of suspend my, not disbelief, but I can believe it. It's more believable that they could use armament hockey. We haven't really seen them use it before. Why didn't they use this in Punk Hazard, for example, stuff like that, right? But then we see even the Navy officers using it, and I was like, okay, that's like, there's quite a few of them. And I think the introduction of hockey later in the series in general makes me think a lot more about past seasons before hockey was introduced, probably before Oda had thought about hockey, right? What comes to mind is like Luffy versus Crocodile and Alabasta, and Crocodile is one of the 7 warlords, and I assume that all the warlords can probably use some form of hockey at least, but Luffy's able to defeat Crocodile when Luffy doesn't know any hockey at that point. I just think it kind of changes your perception of past fights and doesn't make them quite as, I guess, grounded, right? I don't want to say believable, but grounded in this world's power system. I think moving forward, it'll probably be okay. Like I'm not questioning that the power system won't be balanced or even or anything like that moving forward, or that it will be unbelievable. But it's just like a little disappointing. It's a little bit of a bummer, because I liked how Zoro did it. I thought that was gonna be kind of like a Zoro thing, like Mihawk taught it to him, and Mihawk's the strongest swordsman in the world, so maybe he would be one of the only ones who knows how to do that. But if someone knows how to use armament hockey, it makes sense that that everyone could apply that to objects, right? It's not just unique to special swordsmen, I guess. And obviously there's a lot of characteristics of Zoro that make him strong already. But it's just interesting to think about, like, if Zoro had come across one of these officers, before he learned this ability, would they automatically be stronger than him? Like, maybe the technique would overcome it and stuff, but armament hockey is very strong, so I don't know, it's just like little things like that that make me question it a bit. Obviously still loving the power system and everything, but just wanted to mention that that was a little surprising to me, I guess. Rather than that, we only really get like kind of like two more, I don't want to say major scenes, but kind of side little plot lines going on. We still have Sabo and Barges fighting. Sabo is too hot for Barges to handle. Continuing to love the flame fruit being used by Sabo. It's just perfect for him, and every time there's a scene with him, I get pretty hype. I just love that Sabo's back in this world, and honestly, it makes me so excited to think about what his place in the plot is going to be moving forward. I'm sure him and Luffy are going to separate after this, but you know, like you said, he's always going to be there for Luffy. So in big arcs after this, where you know the dangers at the scale of Dressrosa, I would imagine Sabo is going to come back into the picture at times. And then the other little plot line we have is with Rebecca and Viola both going after Doflamingo. Honestly, like I think they're both being a little naive. I mean, they're trying to do what they can, right? They want to support Luffy and give him as much time to distract Doflamingo, but you know, Doflamingo has proven to be a completely overpowering force to most people, especially with the stream fruit power and being able to control people, which is it's exactly what he does in the scenario where he starts controlling Rebecca, and he's gonna have her try to kill Viola, obviously. Now, Rebecca actually did a pretty decent job fighting, better than I thought she would, but I don't know, it just seems a little naive for them to go face Doflamingo in this scenario, but you know, I get it. I did really like the scene with Rebecca, you know, seeing the sword in the ground and picking it up and kind of declaring her intentions and whatnot. I thought that was pretty good imagery there. Reminded me a little bit of like King Arthur, like the sword in the stone moment. So we'll see if they actually end up having any impact on this conflict with the timing and everything, but I'm a little skeptical that they'll really end up doing much rather than just distracting Doflamingo. All right, let's get into character ratings. For MVP, I think we gotta give this to Mansherry. Mansherry and her life support power. I mean, without that, you know, you wouldn't get all of the Coliseum fighters recovering, some of the Navy recovering, citizens recovering. All of them really together need to work to actually stop the cage for that minute that it does stop, right? Mansherry has to be the MVP. I mean, without her power, I don't think they'd be stopping that cage at all, right? And then best moment, I'm gonna give the best moment to when the cage stops. I just thought the buildup of it all, like, obviously, I think some people might get a little frustrated because like half the episode is them just trying to push the cage and trying to stop it. But once again, I think One Piece does a really good job of building a lot of anticipation and the stakes rising and rising and rising. And this is another example of like where everyone, you know, they continuously to build on top of, you know, Zoro and the Samurai's first attempting to stop it, then Frankie and the Tontatas attempting to stop it, and then the Navy coming in and the citizens coming in. Like, it's very clear that Oda intends to be like, hey, this is a group effort. If the group doesn't work together, we'd fail. So it's all about, you know, unifying together. You know, One Piece is like that a lot. It's never on one person to win the day. Even though Luffy, for example, is usually the character who brings down the big bad guy, it is never without the help of somebody else. So I really like the moment where they, you know, the cage actually stops and just how quiet it is. The whole city is quiet. You know, people aren't celebrating yet. The cage's loud noises, grating noises have stopped. I just thought that silence was really powerful, and I really liked the way they did that. Funniest moment, not a ton of funny moments in these two episodes, but I'll give it to, there's been a couple of moments like this in this arc, but when Mansherry's little puff comes down on one of the guys who's twisted his ankle, and then he just starts sprinting afterwards like so fast. It reminded me of the scene with the grandma who gets up and starts running later too. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, y'all, I think that'll do for this reaction review. A little bit of a shorter review this time. I'm hoping that the next two episodes are gonna kind of get back into Luffy versus Doflamingo in a minute here, but we're close, I can feel it, Appreciate y'all being here to watch some One Piece with me. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.